I feel like hobbies are such an underrated way of like caring for your mental health and your nervous system.
Yeah.
Like it's not talked about a lot. I don't talk about it a lot on my like, social media and stuff like that. But it's so like life-giving to find a hobby and to like be fulfilled by like learning something new and to like build confidence in what you're learning or to like meet people who are into the same thing as you or to feel like excited about the thing that you're doing. Like I think that's so underrated these days and we need to do more of that. I started sewing this year and that's like been so fun for me to learn something
Mhm.
new because I feel like I've kind of been in like a hobby drought, I guess, like just not really sure like what I even love doing or what I like want to learn how to do. And it's been really fun to just like learn something so it's like so simple in a lot of ways, but it's so impactful.
I love that. I think that's really beautiful. And actually I was just having this conversation the other day with somebody, because they were like talking about being inspired and like liking life.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, I just feel like hobbies are how people do that. And,
Hmm.
um, I agree with you. I think it's like a weird thing that we don't encourage all ages of people to do things that they love
Yeah.
or like to explore new things and learn and kind of like
Yeah.
go on that journey.
Also like getting into like a flow state of like being so fully immersed
In
in the
something.
thing that you're doing. Like you're not scrolling, you're not worried about what's happening in the world, you're not worried about what so and so said or thinks about you. You're like so immersed in the thing that you're doing and like time just passes by so quickly almost where like you
Right.
look up and it's like, oh my God, I've been doing this for 4 hours. Like
Yeah.
and being okay too with like spending your time doing that. That's something that I sometimes have a hard time with of like, no, it's okay if I spend several hours like investing in this thing that I'm
Hmm.
doing because it's easy to think like, oh, it's not productive or whatever, you know? And it
Totally.
actually is like in its own way.
No, totally. It's actually so important. I think
Yeah.
it's that thing of like letting yourself not be pulled in like the what needs to be done or productivity, not attaching your worth to productivity and actually like
Hmm.
letting creation, expression like
Yeah.
come through you and like to be immersed, like you said, in something. I
Yeah.
really relate to like the hobby drought. I've been feeling that too. Um, I don't know what it is, like, but the last like year almost, like I
Hmm.
have things that I do love to do and I've made myself do them.
Hmm.
Um, but they don't have the same spark that I want them to have.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
I like painting or like, you know, doing art or something like that. Like
Hmm.
I've noticed that for me, like recently, that's not as it's not exciting or it's not, it doesn't feel like
Hmm.
as it once did. And so, yeah, finding how new hobbies can like be found. How
Hmm.
do you recommend finding new hobbies? Do you have a
Oh
thought on
my
that?
gosh, I don't even know. Like I guess my own process was like I noticed myself like feeling inspired by other people like sewing and creating their own clothes or things and I was like that's so cool. Like I would actually love to learn how to do that. It feels so creative. Um and so for me that felt like a starting point of like
Yeah.
feeling inspired by or interested in what someone else was doing. Um, and then the actual process of starting is like being okay with having no idea what you're doing and stumbling and messing up and like just going through the process of trial and error, you know? And I
Yeah.
think that goes for anything, like anything that you're starting that you're like completely new to, like it's okay to suck at it at first and to like learn from the
Hmm.
ground up, which is also hard for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, I think just getting curious and exploring possibilities and then just being okay with starting and knowing that it's not going to look perfect or be perfect,
Yeah,
you know?
I love that. You know what? This reminds me of something that someone said to me, I don't know, at some point recently in the last 4 months when I was exploring like this idea about like how I know, like I have an idea of like the life that I want to be living or like I want to create or like the path I want to be on.
Hmm.
But like the not being an expert or like the perfectionism or whatever like really like inhibits me from doing
Hmm.
anything. And the way she framed it was really cool because she was talking about like she loves singing
Mhm.
but like it was always like this idea in her head from like a young age of like, oh, I have to be a pop star if I'm going to sing. Like I have to be like a recording artist. And she was like, actually, when I like just abandoned that belief and I was like, no, like I just love to sing. I'm going to take one aligned, like one
Mhm.
step that's in alignment, like an action,
Mhm.
aligned with like doing that every day or like doing that whatever once a week.
Mhm.
That's not about productivity, production, what I'm creating, but about just creating in general. She's like, then I just like started singing all the time and I started
Yeah.
like making music and now like that's like such a part of me and I love it and it feeds my soul. And
Yeah.
that's what that's reminding me of is just like if there's something that you're like want to do,
Mhm.
it's not necessarily about like being the expert at it tomorrow. It's about actually just taking one aligned action
Yeah.
to
No, I love that so much. And that feels very relevant to just things that I'm noticing about myself too. Like, ooh, why do I feel like I have to know how to do this thing and like be an expert at something that I've literally never done? It's okay to like not know how to do it or to stumble or to want to do it, not to be the pop star or to create a sewing business or whatever, but to
just
just do it because you like it.
uh, more of that, less of trying to like commodify everything. I think capitalism
Oh
has
yeah.
us believing that we have to commodify everything. And that's like,
Yeah.
I have
Instead
like,
of just enjoying
yeah,
enjoying it.
yeah. So I love that.